along with Todd Flesner.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, how you doing?
Terrific.
Great. Folks can still watch us on Channel 26, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 a.m.
Well, we're glad folks tune in and check us out and find out what's going on in and around the Milpitas area. And today we have a special guest with us. We're going to focus on people's health and wellness.
Great.
That's important, living
Hot topic,
healthy lifestyles. And so our expert today is Dr. Ali Tutunchi. Welcome, Dr. Ali.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, Doctor.
How you doing?
Nice for coming. Thank you.
Hey, we're glad to have you, and thanks for coming to spend a little bit of time and share some of your expertise with us. And we want to give our audience a chance to learn a little bit more about you as an individual, your background. Now, your practice specialty is chiropractic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a doctor of chiropractic, and I'm also a clinical nutritionist.
All right. Well, let's begin. Tell us a little bit about your background, where you grew up, and where you were educated, and maybe how you fell into the practice there.
Sure. So I was born in Iran, in the city of Shiraz, where the Shiraz wine is from. And at the age of about 10 years old, my parents decided to migrate to Argentina. And so we moved to Argentina. We lived there for a few years, and then after that, we migrated to Canada. So I finished my undergraduate degree in Canada in kinesiology, and came to California to pursue my chiropractic career. And then I was going to go back and practice in Canada, but then I met my wife here. I got married, and I'm still here.
Oh, well, good. Well, those things kind of happen. They just spring up, and you don't know about that stuff.
Exactly, yes. And I really love living in the Bay Area, South Bay specifically. I love the weather. I love the multicultural community. And so
Terrific. So I'm assuming that your chiropractic education then was at Palmer.
Yes, I went to Palmer College of Chiropractic West, not too far away from here, just a few minutes down the road by Tasman and First Street. And that's where
I know that's a very well-respected institution in terms of training. Well, tell us maybe a little bit about how did you actually get into the field of chiropractic? What interested you in that, and what drives you in terms of your passion?
Sure, great question. I actually was studying to become a dentist, and I was finishing up my undergraduate degree. I was in between my second and third year, and I used to practice kickboxing, and I had multiple injuries, and to add to that, I had a couple car accidents. And so I was living with this chronic, severe neck pain. And so one day I was sitting in the library studying for some midterms, and a classmate friend came by and told me, "Hey man, you don't look good." I'm like, "I know, I'm in pain." And he said, "Well, you got to go see this guy. He's a chiropractor." And honestly, at the time, I didn't really know the difference between chiropractic and physical therapy because I had tried physical therapy, and I just had to kind of live with it at that time. It would get better with physical therapy, but not a whole lot. And so this guy convinced me. So I made an appointment, went and saw this chiropractor, and 2 visits later, my pain was completely gone.
Wow.
And that captured my attention.
Wow. Okay. So when you think of the chiropractic field, so you think of that in terms of healing injuries or prevention, or let's talk about what does the field entail?
Great. Yes. Most of the people that come and see me in my practice, do come when they have pain. Having said that, I have a lot of patients, once they see the benefits of chiropractic, will continue being the patients for maintaining their health and wellness. So yes, most people come for pain, but once they benefit from chiropractic in terms of getting rid of the pain, they learn about the importance of chiropractic. Analogy I can give you is chiropractic to the spine is like dentistry to the teeth.
Okay.
And so we don't want to go to the dentist when we have tooth decay. We want to go to prevent tooth decay, so we want to go for regular visits to maintain.
Okay.
So you also mentioned that you're a clinical nutritionist. Is that a separate and distinct practice that you have, or is that integrated into what you do with your chiropractic practice as well?
Yes. I combine both, and doctors of chiropractic go through schooling, and during our schooling we learn about nutrition. But then you can further your studies and specialize more in the field of nutrition, and other fields, diplomates. And I specialize in nutrition myself. So in terms of clinical nutrition, I assess my patients beyond the physical assessment, which is the chiropractic portion, and I do assessments for nutrition. That means I look for deficiencies in people's body in terms of food, regular food, and sometimes supplements that are needed to bring back the balance to the body.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges that you face in your practice?
Honestly, the biggest challenge for us right now is we're running out of space. And because of that, we're building a second location.
Well, that's
as we
not a
speak.
bad problem, is it?
It's a good problem to have, yes.
Yeah.
And we're lucky, I guess, the team I have, myself and my team, we provide great service for our patients. And we've been lucky to be very busy. We get a lot of internal referrals, in fact. And as a result, we're really running out of space, physical space. And so that's why we're building a second location in the city of Campbell, actually, right now.
That's terrific. That's
Oh, great. So, I mean, obviously you're experiencing a lot of success in your practice. What are some of the rewards that you get, from your practice on a day-to-day basis?
Sure. I see miracles happen every day in my practice, and that's very, very gratifying. I'm so much in love with what I do, and I never get tired. I mean, I'm working sometimes 12-hour days, and just because when I see someone walking with a cane and be able to walk out without having to hold their cane, and just the changes we make in individuals' lives, it's really, really great. I mean, there's a lot of stories I can share with you, but for the sake of time here, I mean, it's really gratifying, yes.
all right. Let's. And I don't know. I've never shopped for a chiropractor. I've never actually used the practice or the service. But if somebody were to, feel they need to find a chiropractor, what kind of things do they look for? What would you suggest in a good chiropractor?
That's a great question. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there is different values, but I guess just like any other profession, you want to feel comfortable and you want to build that trust with that individual. So I guess honesty is important, being ethical. The ability of the doctor of chiropractic to be able to diagnose and get to the root cause of the problem. Okay. Someone that is comfortable in communicating the issues after a thorough examination. That's very important. We usually, myself and my team, after the first visit examination, we'll sit down and go over the results with the patients. And we'll describe all the details. And that's very important, the communication. Let the patient know what they're expecting.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned, in your practice you get a lot of referrals. Is that another way that folks can look for some feedback on the effectiveness of chiropractic care? And I'm sure you have, HIPAA, which is the Privacy Act for healthcare when it comes to that. But is that maybe another valid way that people could look for some validation?
We have actually. You can visit my website. It's www.healthbeginsinside.com. Healthbeginsinside.com. You can visit the website to learn more about what we do, what chiropractic is, and the great results for a lot of our patients that chose to share their stories, so other people can actually know and learn. So that's a good way. And as far as HIPAA compliance is, we don't share the patient's name and last name because of the legal issues and privacy laws. Yeah.
Okay, Doctor, licensing. So that's a state board. It's licensed to the state of California. And then how does that work? How do you incorporate that into your business?
Sure. So I'll give you a little background about chiropractic education. Every doctor of chiropractic in United States and in California needs to have 4 years of undergraduate degree with 2 years based on sciences, and then 4 years of chiropractic school, and 900 hours of internship and then there is more internship aside from that. But at the end, there is a 4-part board examination that is national, that we have to is written and oral, practical. And once we pass that, then depending on the state you practice, then you have a state exam as well. And California,
pretty regulated.
It is very regulated, and California state exam pretty tough.
Right.
Yes.
Well, now, Dr. Harley, I understand you also give back to your profession. That you help other chiropractors and are a mentor, and perhaps also work with folks who are looking to get those practical hours. Maybe you can share with folks some of the work that you do there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm proud to say that so far I've been able to mentor and coach for other fellow chiropractors to go through school. One of them is actually, she is just about to graduate in December from chiropractic school, from Palmer College of Chiropractic West. And basically, I like to give back to the community, and this is one way, and to help individuals learn about how they can promote health in the community, and how effective a doctor of chiropractic could be in this in this arena. And so that's one of the things I also have done.
All right. Well, as a kind of a closing question, you talked about you're broadening your company, or you're expanding into another location. What are other future goals and objectives that you have right now?
My brother is also a partner with me, and he's also a chiropractor, and we joined forces to expand. And the reason is because we fine-tuned and created a model that is very, very effective in combination of chiropractic, muscular work, and nutrition. And this model is so great, and we're getting great results. So we're trying to build this model in different locations eventually around the Bay Area and hopefully beyond, with the help of many others, not only chiropractors, but a great team.
We hope someday to see an office right here in Milpitas.
I love Milpitas. It was down the road from the school, so I know this town really well. So yeah, definitely. We look forward to that.
Well, terrific. Well, we really appreciate you coming in and spending some time with us, sharing with folks a little bit about your practice, but also chiropractic care in general. And hope folks picked up a couple things that might be useful to them.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're the stronger than we look type, the braver than you think type, the type that knows the time will come when we put type 1 behind us. We're the progress is inevitable type, the hopeful for a cure type, the type that will stop at nothing until type 1 becomes type none.
I'll tell you, California is one great state, but it hasn't been a walk in the park. I mean, they call me invasive species. Nice, huh? Or hungry pests. Like I'm some kind of bad guy or something. I mean, do I look invasive? No. You should think of me as a culinary tourist. Yeah, I'm sort of a footloose foodie of your fields and trees. I just want to sample the local fare. Just a taste, really. And I'm not the pushy type. People help me get around, mostly on the things they move and pack. Did you know I'm completely vegetarian? Yeah, very healthy. Hungry pests. Oh, gotta run. I do have a lot of mouths to feed.
The truth is, hungry pests threaten to devour California's trees and agriculture. It's up to each of us to learn to leave hungry pests behind. Go to hungrypests.com and get the facts. A message from the USDA.
Come on. See what I mean?
Through the years, trends and styles may come and go, but the important things remain the same. Generation after generation, consistently there, creating moments and memories to last a lifetime. Like a true friend, the national parks have always been there for you, and now you can be there for them. Support the National Park Foundation and help protect America's treasured places.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for watching Valley Homes on TV. I'm Debbie Indahar Giordano, your host for today. I'd like to do a little wrap-up session for the month of May and let you know what the housing statistics look like. And then we can, before we do that, let's talk briefly about, should you fix a house up? You're going to sell it as is, and what kind of money do you want to put into it? Of course, your local real estate agent is a great expert in letting you know what those values are that can enhance not only your property value, but the sellability of your home. So on looking at kitchens and bathrooms, particularly the master bedroom bathroom, that should look very current. So there may be some minor things there that you can do to freshen up that bathroom area. The kitchen, granite tops are always in great demand. Some cabinets refaced, and of course tile floors were really, really great. If you're selling a vacant home, the rule of thumb is if you can't afford to stage all of it, and we do recommend staging to add to the desirability and the buyer appeal, stage the living room and the master bedroom and the dining room. Those areas would work really, really well. Also, worn floor coverings. You should look at replacing those and sprucing that up to sell your home. So again, talk to your local agent, and I'm sure that you'll get some good advice in that area. Then as far as curb appeal goes, and what you get for the best exterior home project and maximum resale value, siding and replacement vinyl at a cost of $14,000 would recoup about 92% of the resale value. If you replaced your roof, that would be about $24,000, and you get about 96% back on the resale value. Decks are about 17 grand, and that would get you about 98% back. Entry door replacement, roughly around $3,000. You actually get 107% back if you replace your front door. Decks, in addition, a wood area would run about $12,385, and you would get back 112% or $13,984 with that. Replacing vinyl windows, $11,000 replacement, and you'll get 115% back on that return. Garage door, that's one thing that we normally don't look at, but if you replace your garage door, which is about $1,800, you'll get about 124% back on that cost in resale value. And again, those curb appeal and what the buyer sees when they drive up to the home is so important. And last but not least, entry door replacement, that would be steel, not wood, but steel is $1,300, and that would get you 127% back in resale value. So let's look at your statistics. Just what we, Todd and I, had predicted. We've seen a tremendous growth over the last year. So in May 2014, the average price home was $793,000, and the median price was $797,000. That changed. I'm sorry, that was May of 2014, and a year ago, May of 2013, we saw $696,000 for average price and $739,000 for a median price. So we have a trajectory of about $100,000 in a price increase over single-family homes in 1 year. Let's look at the townhome market. In May of 2013, that's a year ago, we were looking at $497,000 for an average price and $491,000 for a median price, and that has now jumped last month to May of 2014 to $571,000 for an average price and $595,000 for a median price. So just as we had predicted, the fast increase, about $100,000 growth over the past 12 months, translates into great property values here in the city of Milpitas. So if you have any questions and want to put some information on the show for you, give me an email at giordanodj@aol.com, and we'll be sure to put that information here on the air. Thank you very much for watching Valley Homes on TV. We look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thank you.